stuck up in my ways.
Hey gorgeous, and welcome back to another vlog. Happy Sunday. Hey girl, how you doing? How was your week? I hope it was well, because my week was phenomenal, you guys. And the only reason why it was so phenomenal is because I was productive and I made things happen, which made me proud. And that snowball effect just has me feeling incredible. So I'm only mentioning that because just if you find yourself down, or if you just kind of feel like you're in a slump, pay attention to how much time you're spending doing nothing. Like, how much time are you doom scrolling? How much time are you looking at subject matters that are pissing you off? All of those can contribute to like a slight depression and just make you feel bad overall. And you won't like do things that you need to do. And then you could start to feel like, you know, completely out of control. But anyway, me, I didn't do that. Okay. I was like not on the phone unless I was like posting. And I didn't really post much on socials this week. I really was, you know, I saw a quote and it really hit me hard, and it was pretty much like, create more than you consume. And I was like, yeah, you know, it's really important. I mean, obviously I have people on my timeline that I really like and love their content, and I love to support as well and show them love because they show me love. But I cannot spend that much time on social media and then still go to work, take care of my kids, and, you know, just be productive and do YouTube on the side. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So anyway, it's Sunday and I'm about to make me something to eat because your girl is starving, and I want like just some scrambled eggs with cheese, some turkey bacon, and some toast. I am using a different type of bread today. Let me show you. Our girl Mena, she says she uses this brand too. If you remember, I made some burgers one day and I used this same brand, which is Arnold Superior Keto. So this has, it's 40 calories per slice. It has 9 grams of fiber per slice, babes. And 5 grams of protein. So if I do a sandwich, it's 80 calories and it's going to be 10 grams of protein, which I really love. And then also 18 grams of fiber. Baby, sign me up. Sign me up. So we're going to do this, and we're just going to do some scrambled eggs with cheese. And then I'm going to make me an iced coffee. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to make me the iced coffee first. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm going to get started on the breakfast now.
Hey man, talk that shit now. Hey. About to get ate up.
Hey, niggas ain't gotta respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. I love my Crody to death. Hype Williams, no X. If he don't save the record, give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. I put some ice on her hand. I let her take it in advance. She wasn't going as planned. I put her shit in the van. She gotta move with a friend. But she went back to her man. Give a fuck. I just put a wagon in the driveway, you know I did. When I shoot my shot, it's still go wild way it's going in. Me and little sicko sitting sideways, breaking tents. Used to be an antisocial nigga, now I'm making friends.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish my sandwich, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and, you know, just do a little bit of grown-up adulting, and then I'm gonna get dressed. So I'm wondering if I should just put my makeup on with you guys to show you like the makeup that I use when I film. We'll see, because what time is it? I might have time to do that. Maybe I'll show you guys what my filming makeup routine looks like. It's a lot heavier than what I would wear on a daily basis, mainly because it's so bright when I'm filming and I have a lot of lights on. So in order not to be completely washed out, I have to go a little bit heavier. So I could show you guys that if you want to see it. I mean, it's really the same routine, but I typically will wear like a certain lip on those videos, and I can show you guys what I'm wearing. But if I don't, if I just need to just get into grind mode, then I'm going to do that. I do have a couple of extra notes that I have to write out, and some bullet points and some talking points, so that way I don't forget while I'm filming that. And then we'll get on with the rest of the day. So yeah, I need to get dressed, do my makeup, film this video, and then we can go on continuing to do what we normally do. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. I just finished filming a video for you guys, and I'm excited about this. This is like it's a video about discipline. It's more motivation than it is anything, and I'm really happy about it. It's just like one of those, it's like a talk that I've had with myself in the past that I kind of want to have with my audience, you know, with my girls, because you know, the way that my life is today, I couldn't have gotten there without having like a realization, a coming to Jesus moment, a moment of awareness. And one thing I notice about human beings in particular is if I say something like, you know, oh, I was lazy, or I was this, I was that, a lot of times people are like, oh, well, give yourself grace. But it's like, no, I was definitely giving myself grace. That's the reason why I wasn't taking action. And sometimes what we need is not grace. We need the real. What we need is someone saying, hey, you can do better. You can do better. And this isn't even about like, you know, I'm talking about when you're capable, right? You're not, you know, in pain, you're not going through grief or anything like that. And sometimes you might be, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I wasn't going through it, okay? When I decided to make the changes that I made, baby, I was going through it. Like real shit. But that wasn't that. Everybody is like, who isn't going through it? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's going through it. And if everybody just gave in to what they were going through, nobody would accomplish anything. You know, I talked about this in the last video, so I'm not going to like beat people over the head with it, but perseverance is everything. And I read a book. I've recommended it in the past, but I do have like, girl, we got like 30,000 more subscribers than I did last year. So if you don't know, but I read a book that really changed my life, and it changed my life because it let me know that I was going through a spiritual awakening. And the book is called The Power of Now. And I'll leave it linked in the description box below. But it changed my life because what it taught me how to do is be present. Really, it taught me how to be present. And being present is so important because, you know, a lot of times when you're depressed, you're thinking about something that happened in the past. Your mind doesn't know any different, right? And so you're just going through the motions. You're sad, you're upset, you're pissed off, you're angry. And anxiety is just you thinking about a future that may or may not ever happen. You know what I mean? And so staying present is just so, this is just the gist of the book. Staying present is really what helps to bring you peace, okay? That and surrendering. You know, surrendering is like one of the most important things that you could do, because trying to resist everything, baby, the only resistance I want is when I'm working out. Like resistance, I used to resist things all the time, like go against stuff, just be angry because I feel like this should be that way. When like, I can just accept it for what it is and learn how to navigate the world around it. That's literally how I learned to be more at peace. Yeah, things piss me off all the time. Like, absolutely. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know, things don't piss me off. They most certainly piss me off. But then I accept it and I just move around. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right now, I'm about to make me a salad because I'm hungry. I could have some leftover spaghetti that I made yesterday, because when I tell you I put my foot in that spaghetti, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna have me a salad with some chicken, some boiled eggs, a little bit of cheese, and some bacon bits. Actually, that's all I'm gonna have. So we're gonna make that really quick, and then I'm gonna resume the rest of my activities upstairs. And I'm also gonna have a yogurt too, I think, for my dessert. And today, let's see. I think today's dessert is gonna be the ratio strawberry cheesecake. I love this. This tastes so good and it has 25 grams of protein. Let's make the salad right quick. My salad. I'm really excited. So I'm using some already cooked grilled, like fire grilled chicken. I get that from Sam's Club. I'm using some already like boiled eggs, a little bit of cheese and some bacon. And I'm using Bolthouse Farms creamy Caesar. It's like 50 calories per serving. And that's that's my little meal. Let's taste it though. I'm gonna have to like cut the lettuce up a little bit. One thing about the lettuce, it's gonna be big as hell. Like, what happened to like bite-sized lettuce? I mean, if you're gonna shred it, shred it. Jeez, I'm hungry too. And I know this is gonna make me feel really full. And then I'm gonna have my yogurt and then I'm gonna be done. And then I have to finish doing what I'm gonna do. Croutons would set this off, or some almonds or something. But I'm good with what this is. I'm gonna call a friend of mine's really quick, catch up before I start filming again. So let me eat, I'll be right back. Done with my salad. Now I'm about to eat my yogurt. This yogurt is really, really good. And now I don't know if it's the best yogurt, but it definitely tastes really, really good. And I love the amount of protein that it has. So it feels really, really late. And I feel like I haven't done anything. I mean, I have, but it just feels like I haven't done anything all day. And I actually need to sit down. I got stuff I need to do. What's wrong? You ate already. You ate too early, but you did eat already. Do you think it's possible? Like, my dog is 3 years old. He's been the same size consistently, and he's eaten the same amount and has always been pretty much content with the amount of food that he eats. Lately though, this dog be eating. Because right now, he's begging me for food and he's already eaten his dinner. He's had his breakfast, he's had his dinner. Say hi. Say hi to your aunties. They want to see more of you. I ended up cutting him down because it's so hot out. So he's cut much lower, and I actually really like him like this. I love the way he looks. And he's just easier to maintain. He ended up getting a bath yesterday. I had cut him real low, so he's still like growing back in some places. And then once he's long enough, I'll just cut him down the same length. So I cut down his beard, which I normally don't do. I normally don't cut his little beard down, but girl, who has time for all that hair to be drying? So right now he's begging me for food. He keeps coming, giving me the eyes. And then the minute I make a move, he starts walking towards his bowl. But he's never done that in the past. Like, all of a sudden he's starving. And I'm like, babes, you ate already. He doesn't want to go sit up there. You ate already, babes. He's so annoyed with me. I get his food from Spot and Tango. I think I've showed you guys before. And he's been eating that for years with no problem. I mean, literally for probably the past two and a half years, he's been eating Spot and Tango. And he's been doing just fine on it. I'm going to get some work done, and then I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. But I have to. Like, this is a priority. So I'm going to do this really quick, and then I'll come back. Good morning. The last time I saw you guys, I was making a salad. And yeah, it's like a few days later. I could have probably just picked up the camera and just been like, this is the next day or whatever, but it wasn't. So I'm going to be completely transparent with y'all. Not to put y'all in my business. Not to put y'all in my business. But because I feel like transparency does more than just inform you of what's going on in my private life. I feel like transparency provides other women who may be dealing with the same exact thing the opportunity to see how I might be dealing with it, how I overcome it, and how I move forward. And that's the only reason why I'm sharing. I'm not sharing a lot of detail, but I will just let you know. So a few days ago, I just had a really big setback as far as, I'm just going to say I had a co-parenting setback, okay? I always try and do the right thing. I stay quiet. I don't tell my story. I do the right thing. Always in the best interest of others and not myself. Okay. And I try to tell you guys as much as I possibly can so that way I can inspire other women, because at the end of the day, I love women so much. I advocate for women so much. Okay. That is my main concern. My main goal isn't out here to protect men. Okay. And not because I hate men. It's just that that's not my job. I've done it enough throughout my life. So I feel like it's important for me to protect women in the best way that I can, and the best way that I can inform other women is by information, informing them of things either that I've been through, that I've seen, that I've learned, and that way they can make a better informed decisions when they're faced with the same type of situations that I was faced with, okay? So again, I say, I'm not disclosing things for the purpose of putting people in my business, but more so to say, hey, I be going through stuff, I'm really going through stuff. I go through things that really, really hurt. I go through things that are really horrible and traumatic for me, and then I wake up and I just like rise above it. But not everybody is like me. Not everybody has the strength to do that, and I understand that. All I can do is like share things that have helped me. But just know that at the end of the day, like, I'm really dealing with a lot on this end. Like, this process for me, this new transition for me has not been easy. And y'all, I've been dealing with this since last year. If you have been a subscriber for a long time, you know that I've been going through this separation process since last year. It is July. It is July. It is July. And I also feel like, I don't have to come online and tell anybody what I'm going through. I don't. But like I said, I feel like when you don't inform other women, like, other women be out here just left for dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're left for dead. And I don't like that either. I also don't like the fact that people and humans could do things, right? And then want to silence people and don't want them to be able to tell their story. I was doing amazing. I was doing great. Y'all saw it. I was on my content Zoom. I was extremely inspired. I was extremely motivated. I was working extremely hard to push out things that I was excited about. And I feel like not everybody wants that for me, which is sad. That's how I feel personally. I might be wrong. I might be taking it differently. But I feel like it's whenever I'm doing really, really well and I am on a roll and there's a momentum, like clockwork. Like clockwork. So, in this situation, I would say if you are similar to me and this seems to always be happening to you, then sit down, hit the reset button, take the time that you need, and then get right back up. When you have people in your life that don't like to see you do well, they don't wish you well, they're preying on your downfall, like, they're sitting there with their face screwed up, like they can't understand, why things aren't going bad for you like they want. They'll do the next best thing. And that's to mess up your momentum. That's the next best thing. Let me do something to throw a wrench in what's going on. And you guys know, y'all see this. If y'all are sports watchers, especially basketball, when a team is up and a team is scoring, when a team is hot, okay? A really good coach on the opposing team will mess up the momentum, okay? And there's ways to do that. Timeouts, like, there's ways to mess up momentum, right? You don't let a game keep running and running and running and running when the team has gained momentum and they're on fire. A good coach will call a timeout, right? Mess up their momentum, you feel what I'm saying? So at the end of it's a strategy, and sometimes it works. But you gotta just get back in and play the game. You can't tap out. You can't be like, all right, well, forget it. Like, now my momentum is gone. I no longer want to play. Get back in the game. I try my best not to say too much for my own sanity and just my own peace. And so I can live a peaceful life and just be happy overall. I just want to be happy, y'all. I just want to be happy. And the lengths that I have to go through to try to be happy is insane. I just want to be happy. It's still a beautiful day. I woke up feeling really, really good. I know my voice sounds crazy. It's been crazy for about 4 or 5 days. I kind of lost my voice. And then it's, there's been a lot of family time. I actually took a lot of time off from work, which I was supposed to be doing YouTube and didn't. because I just was not in the mindset. Could barely post. But we're gonna switch the momentum so I can just talk about the good things that are happening and not the bad things. But I just want you guys to know that I pulled myself out of the trenches just now, okay? So that way I can do what needs to be done, which is more about discipline than it is anything, because I could have just bed rotted. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I can't do that, to be quite honest. To be quite honest, I can't do that. I've got obligations, I have got contracts, and I've got a lot of good things going on. And the last thing I want to do is mess that up. So I'm not doing that. But I want to talk about something that's really exciting that happened to me a couple days ago. And it's about TikTok. So I've been trying to dibble dabble back into TikTok lately. I posted a couple things just recently since coming back from vacation. And I had posted a TikTok and I used a sound by Landon Romano. And that video kind of took off like really quick. I posted it. Girl, video went crazy, okay? And when I say crazy, like 100,000 views. I think it has like 200 and something thousand views right now. It was just a funny, cutesy little sound or whatever. So because I don't go on TikTok every single day, that video was blowing up, tons of comments, but I'm not checking those notifications on a daily basis. I was also working. I was grinding. Like, I just didn't have time. It's going too fast. I couldn't check the notifications. So on TikTok, I have like 4,000 followers or whatever, like 4,200 followers or something like that. So I gained quite a bit of followers from that post too. And then one day I was just getting a lot of notifications were coming up a lot, like back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I was just like, why am I getting so many notifications? Now, mind you, that video had blown up so much, like even Landon Romano liked the video. I didn't know. I was like, maybe somebody reposted my video or whatever, because I'm getting a lot more engagement on TikTok at the moment. So I open it, and when I open it, I look, and I had 8,000 followers. So I was like, where did I get 4,000 followers from? Like, I was confused. I was genuinely confused. I'm like looking around, like, where did I get 8,000 followers from? Me being a grandma who does not know how to use these platforms well. I don't even know you can see your comments, you can see your mentions. Like, I don't know that. I don't know that about TikTok, right? So my son is like, check your mentions. You've got mentions, Mom. And so I was like, okay. I check a mention, and one of the comments was like, love me some Natalie Stringfield. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Now, mind you, I'm stopping there. I'm stopping at the mention. He said, no, click on it. Watch the video. I was like, oh, like I'm oblivious. I'm like, oh, okay. I watched the video. Beautiful, beautiful girl. I'm going to put her TikTok here, and I need everyone, and I mean everyone. I'm also putting it in the description box below. I need everyone to go down and follow this girl, okay? Everybody. If I get 5,000 people watch this video, okay? If I get 3,000, 2,000, 5,000, 8,000 people watch this video, y'all need to go follow this girl, okay? Because this is the type of women I want to be around. This is the type of women and girls that I want to meet, right? And I feel like we've got that type of a sisterhood here, okay? She posted a video about women that are in their 40s that she really enjoys their content. The video that she created, somebody commented like, who do we need to follow? And she created a video with her favorite creators. And she tagged me in this post, and my follows went crazy. I went from 4,000 to, let me just tell you where I'm at right now, because that's how viral her post went in a day. Okay, I'm at 11.9 thousand followers. I'm almost at 12,000 followers on TikTok. I was at 4,000 a couple days ago. Okay, the love that she sent my way is truly incredible, and I felt absolutely honored to be on that list. And so many of my girls were in the comments mentioning me, and it made me so happy. That made me so happy, because sometimes I don't realize the impact, you guys. I just be really going about my day, y'all. I get up and I do this because I love y'all and I love this, right? And when somebody tells me that I've made an impact on them, it completely blows me away and it gives me this sense of deep satisfaction that I'll never be able to really explain to y'all. Because at the end of the day, when I think of me, sorry y'all, at the end of the day, when I think of me as a human being, I just think of me as Natalie Stringfield, right? Like, I ain't nobody. But my goal is always to impact, and that's what I'm always looking to do, and I take great pleasure in that, but I don't always know if that's hitting like that, right? So when I get that reminder that the impact is there and that people really do enjoy my content and they find it helpful, not just entertainment. You know, entertainment is cool. I want to entertain y'all. I love a good kiki, funny, haha moment or whatever. But at the end of the day, the impact is far greater than the entertainment. And I love that you guys get something more out of it than just entertainment. So anyway, I've grown significantly on there. I appreciate her so much. Such a beautiful girl. I just, once again, just tell her thank you and to share the love as well. And y'all go follow her. Y'all go follow her because that was beautiful. And as someone who had already been thinking about trying to get back on TikTok, wanting to really just have a place where I can really communicate and chill and like create fun content that wasn't always overproduced. Like sometimes I just want to share a thought with y'all. Sometimes I just want to share some wisdom with you guys, and not just with you guys, with women in general. And I was already thinking about getting back on there. So to be already thinking about that, and then for her to put me into a place where that I could also apply for the creator program and get in, I was like, oh, the blessings, the blessings, the blessings. So thank you, girl. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. That was a really beautiful, surreal moment, and never thought something like that would happen to me. Even though prior to that happening, I literally felt like I had gotten hit by a bus, you know, not literally. I'm just saying like my energy had been depleted and taken. Like imagine being on a high, being so happy, feeling so content, feeling so good, like literally smiling so hard because you're in such a great mood, and somebody coming in there and slapping that smile off your face. Not literally, but just taking all the joy out of you. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. And I hate that I even let that happen. I really, really do, but I'm only human. But what I do love is my ability to pick myself up, dust myself off, and try again. You guys, we are about to go run a couple, we about to go to Sephora, y'all. I need to go to Sephora so bad. It's not even funny. My hair looks insane. Just ignore that. I'm going to try to keep this bun at the top of my head for as long as possible. I am about to just do like what I've been doing for summer lately, which you guys know I have been absolutely obsessed with this Fenty Eavesdrop. I have been obsessed. Do you hear me? Obsessed. Do you hear me? I don't know. I just like this. I feel like it's a watered down foundation for the most part. And that's enough for me because I feel like it gives me a decent amount of coverage, but it does not feel heavy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel heavy. So I've been using that a lot. I need to pick up some makeup, y'all. I need my brow pencil. I also need some glycolic acid, my niacinamide. I have a whole like list of things. So I got to spend a little bit of money. I've been on a no spend. Okay, I have been on a no spend. I've been on vacation like 3 times this year, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm on a budget and a tight one. We got to take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Investments are real and they must be kept up. With that being said, I'm going to pick up the things that I need. You know what I'm saying? Today it's really hot. It has been hot, y'all. It's been like yesterday it was 90 degrees. One thing Atlanta gonna do every summer is Atlanta. Okay, like. So I'm going to do just like concealer in the bare minimum. I started breaking out a little bit after I came back from St. Lucia. Probably the alcohol, might be a little bit of sugar. I've realized that my body does not really do well with sugar at all. So that being said, I just got to get back into my routine, which we doing. So before I get into the concealer and everything like that, y'all know I have really oily skin. So I've been using the NYX Shine Killer. And I like it. It's black. It comes out black. And I just put it in the areas that get, that might be too much. I just put it in the areas that get oily, which is like right in this area right here, my nose, and then here, and then a little bit like right here. So my T-zone, pretty much. That was just a real long, drawn out way of saying my T-zone. The concealer that I'm using is the House Labs. I've showed you guys this before. I love this concealer. This is in the color number 42. Love this concealer. Hate the applicator. House Labs. Why do the applicator break so quick? That is the only thing I hate about this, is the applicator breaks. I hate that. And for the price of this, like, why is it breaking? Like, and then we've been saying this for a minute. Why haven't y'all fixed it? Because I love this. And it's still, I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna buy it over and over and over again. It is my favorite concealer. This and the foundation, my favorite. I haven't worn the foundation all summer because baby, it's hot, yo. We can't, baby girl. Foundation in the summer is diabolical unless it's a special event. Like, I'm just talking about like every day, y'all. I'm not shaming. I'm just talking about like on an everyday basis. I personally cannot wear, I can't do it for my skin. Like, I'm gonna melt off, right? Like, that's all I'm saying. But no shade to the girls who literally get beat every day. I love that for y'all. Y'all be looking good as hell, okay? I'm just talking about me. I got a girl, social media, I have you out here paranoid because people think everything is a personal attack on them. And I just want y'all to know that if y'all know me, then y'all know I'll never want to attack y'all. Women are not my enemy, and they never will be, especially my girls. Y'all will never be my enemy, and I'll never seek to make y'all feel bad or anything. Like, no, 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 no. No, never, never. And I don't want anybody to think that, because that's never my intention. So I'm just putting what I can put just where I have discoloration from the breakouts that I fought for my life. And then just like other areas that I have like discoloration from, like my glasses. And then I'm gonna do the lightest bit of concealer today. And that's it. But anyway, let me talk to y'all what I was talking about on TikTok, because y'all know the girls TikToking now. Let me stop it. I posted a post on TikTok talking about how I don't like being friends with women who talk bad about their friends to me. Like, if we're getting to know each other and you have a friend and you start talking about that friend to me badly, I'm probably gonna like back away like slowly. It's the quickest way to turn me off. I'm gonna just probably be a little bit more standoffish. I'm never rude about it. I'm never on some, I don't do that. I don't have time for that, nor the energy for it. I'm just going to keep you at like an arm's length because now you showed me what type of friend you are, especially if this is a lifelong friend, a friend that you've had for years, that you consistently talk to or whatever. If you're talking bad about that friend, we could never be friends. And pretty much what I said in the TikTok is because I know that you'll talk bad about me. I got a comment on there, girl. I got a comment on there from a girl. Now I'm about to go in with the House Labs concealer in the number 34. This one, I'm just putting a slight amount, like right here under my eyes, down my nose, and just the center. I have no foundation, no concealer here or here, mind you, okay? I'm just showing y'all what I be doing every now and again when I want to look cute, but I don't want to be like heavy, you know? So anyway, I got a comment that said, well, I can. Friends need a safe space to vent. Not everybody is perfect. Now, mind you, my video said talks shit about. Talking shit and venting is two completely different things. And we need to clarify what that means, okay? Like, you can vent about a situation that happened in your friend group. That's no problem. Nobody is saying that you should not be able to vent. What we are saying is that talking negatively about somebody that should be your friend is an absolute no-no. It's a huge red flag, right? So when I say talking bad, friends who talk about, who have a friend but talk about their appearance or judge their appearance, their facial structure, makes fun of them, laughs about them behind their back, calls them ugly, body shames, talks about their body, or if they get angry, talk about their body shape. Like, I don't like that. That gives super mean girl energy to me. I hate that. Quickest way to cut you off, because I know that one day if we have a disagreement about something, you about to run back to somebody and start talking about a feature about me that you secretly been looking at and judging me and laughing about, which I don't want a friend like that. I don't want a friend like that. I'm not that type of friend. That's not the type of friend that I have. Like, if I'm friends with a girl, first of all, if I'm friends with a girl, ain't no way I'm looking at my friend like, ooh, this about her, like, this is so ugly to me. Like, especially if they, girl, don't even get me started. I'm not gonna get into specifics, but y'all know what I mean. And so to have a comment like that where they dress up being mean and talking shit as a place to vent and using the guise of no one's perfect as an excuse to be able to do that is insane to me. And this is the reason why I don't have a lot of friends, because I don't like that behavior. I don't like that type of behavior. This is the reason why you don't need a million friends. You know what I'm saying? You can have people that you are friendly with, but just be very careful and watch the people that you consider to be a friend. Like, you need to watch their mannerisms. You need to watch how they act, how they treat their family members, how they treat their friends, because it really is telling you how they're going to treat you. Thinking you're special and that you're the exception is wild. It's naive. I'm sorry. I don't know the word I'm trying to think of, but to think that you're the exception and that you're special and that she's not talking about you in that way is crazy. They are. They most certainly are, especially if they're angry. And the reason why this is an issue and that y'all need to start choosing your friends a little differently, and hence the reason why I don't have a lot of female friends, not because I don't love women. I love women. I just don't trust all women. Obviously, I'm not stupid, but I love women and I'm going to advocate for them all the time. Women, like I said, women will never be my enemy. But the reason why we need to choose our friends wisely is because chances are, if someone is in your face smiling, kikiing, hanging out with you, doing like really hanging out with you, and they might come across as a friend, right? They might even do stuff for you or whatever the case is. They want to hang out with you every day. They might fly out. They might celebrate your birthday with you and all types of stuff. Does not mean that they really like you or that they're your friend. They might just want to be around you for so many different reasons, and y'all got to know that. I'm using the Too Faced, what is this? Too Faced, girl, bronzing stick and sculpting stick. This is more like a contour than it is anything else. And I'm just using it just to put a little bit of color on my face. A little bit of dimension, honestly, because I have all this, I have this concealer on. So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, like, I just think that you got to realize that just because somebody is around you doesn't mean that that person is for you. And sometimes people are just like monitoring spirits, and they know deep down inside you might be a good person. They just want to be in your place. They want to be able to energy suck. They're like energy vampires. So just be very careful and realize that if somebody can talk about another friend like that to you, they are in fact for certain talking about you to their other friend, or telling your personal business or whatever. You know what I mean? My ex has been trying to hint at me that somebody who I call my friend isn't really a friend, as if they've been communicating, and she's not really a friend of mine. And although I only have one real friend who doesn't even live in the state, they don't communicate. I already know this. I think it's important for you to make sure you are aware of who you are really friends with. Because even with saying that, I never get worried, because I realize I don't have a lot of friends, and I'm very aware of the things that I do say and what I do share. And if I do share something that might be considered personal business or whatever, and that person shared it, I'm not living your truth type of person. So even if I do say something 100 out of 100 times it's truth or fact, and I own it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry about stuff like that. What's more concerning to me would be the fact that I had a friend who is playing like a friend, but more so for the purposes of stabbing me in the back, which is the reason why it's hard for me to trust people. You know what I mean? So anyway, I say all that to say, if you have a friend who is currently talking about another one of their friends to you, baby, that is not your friend. And that's not a good friend to have. And if you're the friend who talks about your friends in that manner to other people, the only thing I can say is you gotta really try to figure out why you're doing stuff like that, get to the root cause of it, and try to change that behavior, because it's just, not only is it hurtful, but it speaks to a bigger issue of why you feel like putting somebody down makes you feel better. You know, you got to get to the root of that. You got to get to the root of that, baby girl. There's nothing about that that is nice. And I think it's very important to be a nice person, you know? My message for the day while I do my makeup. This is like a very quick makeup. I'm talking my ass off, so I'm actually going a lot slower. I'm gonna use Rare Beauty. This is Lucky for blush, and I'm just gonna put a dot here. Put a nice amount, actually. It's very pigmented, but put a nice amount so that way it could last. I'm loving blush lately. Well, not lately. I've been loving blush, girl. I love me some blush. I feel like blush just changes the game, you know? So I am gonna do a little bit of blush. Mind you, I ain't going nowhere, but I do wanna look cute. I enjoy looking cute. I just do. I know this is like a long little chit chat or whatever, but it is what it is. It's our little FaceTime chat. But yeah, I enjoy looking nice and presenting myself in a particular way. And speaking of that, let's talk about it, because I got some stuff to talk. I be wanting to talk to y'all about stuff. I'm gonna use She's Giving by Patrick Ta, just to go over top of this. So I was on Threads one day. Let's talk about this. I was on Threads one day, and a girl was pretty much going viral because she went to a club in Miami and she was denied access. And the club promoter said the reason why they wouldn't let them in is because she was too thick. Okay? They might have said the word too dark. I can't remember if they used dark. I don't think they did. I can't remember completely. But definitely told her she was too thick to get in. And she did it like in a, I can't believe this. I cannot believe they would not let me in. Now, is it wrong that they didn't let her in based on her size, complexion, and otherwise? Yeah, that sucks. Like, that sucks. It really does. To show up somewhere, put effort into yourself. She, as far as she was concerned, she looked beautiful. Her outfit was fire. She actually panned the camera down as to say, thick, like, I'm really not that thick, right? And, you know, just really confused, hurt, which is understandable. Understandable, because that does not feel good, right? To feel good about yourself, get dressed up, go somewhere and somebody say, hey, I know you did your best, but not good enough for us. That sucks, okay? As somebody who lived in Miami and partied in South Beach and had a good run in South Beach, I'm talking about when South Beach was at its prime. I think they are having like a nice little comeback right now. I was in South Beach. Y'all know I'm in my 40s, okay? But when I was in South Beach, oh girl, it was a time, okay? It was a time, okay? And I was in South Beach from Monday to Sunday. There wasn't a day that I was not in South Beach, and I partied hard, okay? South Beach has always been like that. South Beach has always catered to men, okay? And men like a certain aesthetic. And they also pay big money to party at places where if they want to party with a certain look, or if they want to have the best pick at the women, the club promoters pick the women who will give their customer the best access. That's just how it is, y'all. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you how it is. We're talking about athletes, actors, rappers. They're coming in here. They're buying thousands of dollars worth of bottles, okay? They are spending thousands. They're coming in with 20, 30 men. And they're going there not to party with each other. They're going there to meet women. If we're going to act like that ain't the case, then we're being very naive. So basically what the club is doing is letting in the women that will make these men come back week after week after week after week. It's a business strategy, plain and simple. Plain and simple. Miami's always been like this. This is not nothing new. This isn't like, oh my gosh, what? It's always been like that. These are private establishments and they reserve the right to let in who they want to let in. And if you are not dressed to their standards, you can't get in. You can't get in. And I'm not shaming this girl at all. You know me, I don't do that. I don't play that type of games at all. But my point is, there's this mass, oh, we need to cancel this and we need to cancel that. No, just go where you're wanted. Go where you're accepted and go where people don't mind how you look and how you're dressed. There's plenty of clubs like that in Miami. But when you go to South Beach, to a particular type of club and they say, you know what? Nah, not for us. We're good. Keep your money. As hurtful as it is, this is a perfect example of what I say about how you present yourself matters. It just does. It just does. And people were going in the comments debating about this woman's size and how, you know, all types of stuff. I'm not going to do that here because I think that is just rude. And as somebody who was extremely overweight, I was obese. I was almost 100 pounds overweight. So I'm not going to debate about somebody being obese, thick, or whatever the case is. But what I will say is that people treat you differently based on how you look. And if you don't want that type of treatment, instead of telling, you can fight it, but it's such a huge battle that I rather use my efforts and my energy on being my complete best self. Drinking my water, minding my business, having clear skin, being a good person, being spiritually grounded, taking my walks, eating healthy, exercising, and all of that, because what I'm looking for from the world will naturally come to me. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. And it's not defeat. It's strategy. And I talk about this in the business of looking good. If you have not seen that video, please watch that video. First of all, you guys know I'm extremely proud of that video. I love that video. But I want to make it clear that that video is just more so, it's just not about just vanity. It is just more about strategizing for you to get out of life what you want without somebody judging you too quickly before they've gotten a chance to know you, because knowing you is the thing, right? Like, you are a bomb. You are that girl. You got the brains. You got the smarts. You got the heart. Give people the best shot, okay, at getting to know who you are by presenting yourself. Like, match your outside to your inside. That makes sense? I hope so. God, I hope so. Because I feel like people like to misconstrue this message as if it's all about vanity. And I feel like I say it so much that it's not all about vanity, and that it's very much about just treating yourselves well. And that when you do that, the world matches your energy. I don't feel like that's a hard concept to grasp. And I think when I get so much pushback from it, it's from people who either do not want to put forth the effort or are so hell-bent on resistance, okay? Because they don't like the fact that the world is like that they can't even hear the message, which saddens me as well, because I'm not doing it for any other reason than to benefit my girls, right? Just to let them know, like, hey, this is what I experience. This is what I see. Yeah, it sucks. I hate it because I feel like I'm such a great person, and I feel like I have a lot to offer. And I feel like, hey, like, Give me a shot, give me a chance, whether this is work or opportunities or whatever the case is, right? Give me a shot, give me a chance. Like, perfect example when it comes to like relationships. I have a really good friend of mine and he is a really good guy. This is a really good guy, but let me just tell you just how men think. He is a really good guy, very well to do, does very well financially, extremely educated, very, very kind, extremely giving, nice man who has been hurt, who got married and was done very dirty. And so it's taking him a long time to just like find his girl, right? And we had a conversation one day and he was like, yo, it's really hard out here. There's just no good people. And I was like, he's like, there's no good women. I said, I just find that hard to believe. I said, I feel like there are really great women. You're just not attracted to them. And he gave me the example of a girl that he actually does like, who he does believe is a good woman, who's a nice woman, who has her head on her shoulders, who makes really good money and all of that. And I said, what's the problem? She's overweight. She's overweight. And he can't get past that because he's in his wellness era right now. Health is very big for him. And when he thinks of a woman who is overweight, it's a woman who lacks self-control. That's the immediate thought. And that part of her is not attractive. So much so that he can't see past that because he also wants to be attracted to his woman. He's not attracted to her physically. So he can't even get to the point where he gets to know her so well that all melts away. And it would, and it could, but he can't even get to that point. He can't see past the fact that she's overweight. And this is a good guy. This is a good guy, but he's a man. He's just visual and he can't see past it. He just can't. And so I say all that to say that, like, you know, a lot of men are choosing to stay single and overlooking a lot of really good women with beautiful hearts and integrity, morals, and value. They got their head on their shoulder, all of this stuff. And yeah, we could say his loss. Because I did. I was like, man, you're probably really missing out, which I did say. You're missing out. But I'm only sharing this to show you that this is how men are thinking. You know, this is how men are thinking. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it for us. I hate it for humans as a whole because this has done so much that, like, people are missing out on their true loves because we are judging books by their covers instead of getting to know people based on who they are, right? But which is why it's important that if you are a good person, if you do have a good heart, if you have all of these amazing, amazing qualities, prevent yourself in the best way so that way you have the best opportunity to show somebody who you are. That's all I'm saying. You can't be ugly underneath of it all. That part is a no-no. You just cannot. You gotta be a good person. Like, that's just an automatic, right? Like, we all know that, right? Okay. So I've got my whole little look together. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair really quick. I'm gonna do it off camera because I've been filming a lot. I need to save my battery. So I'm just gonna try to pull my hair together, which looks absolutely insane, but that's a whole different story. I need to wash my hair tomorrow. I need to go get me some conditioner and stuff so that way I can do that and detangle it properly. I love this hair still have nothing but good things to say about this hair. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, guys, I am putting on some Fenty body butter, the one that glows, because I just, you know, I just want to glow, you know what I'm saying? And I have on this Skims like halter racer back dress. I've worn this plenty of times. I just didn't feel like being in like leggings or anything restrictive today, but I want to glow and I love the scent of this, so that's what I'm putting on. I'm also going to put on my watch. I've been back to my little Cartier loves. I go through these phases where some things just speak to me, and right now this chain is speaking to me and I love it. And then for my scent of the day, I've been obsessed with Burberry Goddess these days, you guys. Sometimes you can forget how good something smells, and these oldie but goodies be smelling good. And what I like is they're accessible And when I mean by accessible, I mean like money-wise. I'm all for a niche fragrance and something that's very unique. But a lot of these perfumes are hundreds of dollars, like $300, $400. And as somebody who owns perfumes in that price point, I'm reaching for this one, you know? And you're talking about you can get this for 125 bucks. So if you want to smell really good and you don't want to break the bank and you can afford something in this mid price point, then I'm going to say go for the Burberry Goddess. It's gorgeous. It is delicious. It's warm. And if you like a warmer, gourmand, vanilla based scent, then you will love that. And then I have been layering it with Zara Cocoa Sunset. Somebody commented the other day and was like, I thought this was for, you know, winter or fall, but if you're still wearing it in summer, at least I know. Yes, boo. Girl, wear whatever you want whenever you want, because there really is no rules per se. I mean, I think it's great to take into consideration like guidelines, you know, and I totally get it. And I think that's okay to do. I don't think that's following a rule but just don't be rigid and just do what makes you happy, because that's what's most important. And I smell good. I smell great, but this combination is a monster, okay? This combo is an absolute monster. And I love it. Like, love it. And if you can't do both, girl, do yourself a favor and go pick up the Zara Sunset right now, okay? Okay, you guys, this is the outfit. Y'all have seen this. Y'all have seen this. This is by Skims. I hate that Skims does this thing where they have really cute things and they take it off the site, because this was very cute. Is their, what do you call it? I forget what collection. Damn, what's the collection? So I forget the collection, girl, but they have a lot of like of their pajamas in the same exact material, but it's just like perfect. It kind of snatches you in, but it's still super comfortable. All of that. I definitely gained some weight going on vacation, so I just don't want anything too restrictive. I just want to like kind of flow, girl, and let the body hang a little bit. So this is what I'm wearing. And then you guys saw what I had on as far as like my scents and my fragrance. Jewelry is very, very, very minimal. Like I said, I'm just wearing my Cartier. I've been really loving my Cartier love necklace lately. Just Cartier Van Cleef. And then my diamond tennis bracelet, this little and I have a lot of new subscribers, you guys, so I know some of you guys have seen all this jewelry before, but some people are new because I have a lot of new subscribers. So this bracelet right here I actually got in Dallas. It's a permanent bracelet. And these earrings right here are from Amazon. The rest of the stack is all from either Ring Concierge or Mejuri. I do have that jewelry collection / how to build your fine jewelry collection on a budget video coming. I promise y'all, I'm working on it as we speak. Before we go, I'm gonna actually swap out my bags. I've been wearing my, look crazy. I've been wearing my Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse for a couple weeks now. I'm gonna swap it out for this Tory Burch bag that I have not worn in forever, because I actually have on the Zara sandals that kind of match this color, like that camel color. So I'm gonna swap this out. I just didn't want to wear all black because, girl, I'm not depressed. So I'm gonna swap out. Oh my God, I just found some cash in here. I love that for me. This isn't the largest. This is a very cute bag, but it's not the largest bag, and it's just one compartment. We got one little compartment here and then a zipper. So I don't wear this bag often because of that. It does have a back pocket though, which is convenient. So just keep that in mind. I do love this bag though. I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna put, this is my wallet / car key holder. We'll do like a little what's in my bag situation. See what can fit in here. Ooh, it's my card. I need that. And then I'm also going to put, I have to check the mail and my P.O. box. Y'all remind me to go to the P.O. box. I have this cute little key holder. I highly recommend a key holder because this actually holds all of my keys, and my keys aren't rattling around inside of my purse and causing damage to the interior of my purse, which is why I highly recommend it. So super cute. Highly recommend one. And then this is like my card holder. So I'm putting that in here. And then I Have been loving these Bose open earbuds. These are fire, perfect for when you want to listen to music, walk, run, work out. Forget the AirPods. Forget the AirPods. These right here, the absolute truth. Bose sent me this. This is not sponsored. I'm just letting y'all know how much I love these. And the charge lasts a lifetime. A lifetime. Uses USB, easy to connect. I love these. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so happy that I got these and they sent these to me because I love them. Walking in these have been amazing. I'm gonna, what do you call this right here? What you call this? Hand lotion. My hand sanitizer is in my other purse, and my other purse is in my car, so I'll do that when I get in there. And then let me grab just some extra cash, and we are done. And I'm wearing this because, one, it could be a shoulder bag, which is super cute, very feminine. I love that, but it can also be a crossbody, so that's why we're wearing this. I know my hair looks crazy, y'all. Forgive me, a girl needs a rebraid. She needs a retouch. Okay, y'all. I just wanted to make sure that there's not no traffic on 75 because one thing about it is I will hop on the interstate and the traffic be insane, okay? We're going to run over to Sephora and pick up a few items. I've got quite the things on my list. Let me share with you guys what I have on my list so y'all can remind me when I get in there. I'm really afraid because I can tell I'm probably about to spend a nice little, no, maybe not too bad. Maybe I'm tripping. But I do need some glycolic acid and some niacinamide. I'm probably going to get 2 bottles of glycolic acid, 2 bottles of niacinamide. I'm going to get me the concealer in number 42 by House Labs. I need to get my brow pencil, the one that I prefer, which has the finer strokes, which is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And then I'm going to see if I can find a lip liner that does what I want. We're going to see if we can find the lip liner that's giving what I'm trying to give all the time. Okay? So we'll see. Ooh, girl, it's hot outside. It's real hot outside. So Sephora, ooh, I hate that I live so far out. That was so underwhelming. They were out of so much stuff. I still need to go to Ulta, which thank God is right here, so I can go ahead and get my glycolic acid. I pray that they have it because they were completely out here at Sephora. I didn't want to make 2 stops. Let's do that really quick and I will BRB. Okay, guys. So I actually enjoyed that Ulta run a little more. I did smell the Burberry Goddess Intense at Sephora. I like it. It's really good and it's a lot sweeter than the original. Smells super good. I wouldn't necessarily... that's a scent that I probably would just wear alone though. It gives, you don't mix that. You know what I'm saying? You don't mix that. You just wear that alone. Anyway, I'm going to take the opportunity to run past my mother's house and say hi to her. Also see Joy Joy for just a second. I love her. Oh my God, you guys. I love Joy Joy so much. She is just like, everybody falls in love with her more and more. She's changing so much. She's talking so much. Right now we are battling her extreme eczema, and you guys have been really, really good with pretty much recommending a lot of stuff. I did have eczema growing up, but it was nowhere near that level of severity. And I didn't have it as a baby. I had it more growing up, and I only had it at certain times of the year. But in this case, poor Joy Joy is just struggling with it, and she's very sensitive to just about everything. So we are constantly wiping her face down. This is stuff like obviously you guys don't see, but after if she spits, if she gets saliva on her face, if she eats anything, we have to constantly wipe her face down, because her face will go from clear to red and agitated like that within minutes. within minutes. So we're very, very careful, and we wipe her face down several times per day. And the only thing that's kind of helped protect her skin and prevent a worse breakout situation has been Aquaphor. I know a lot of people are like Aquaphor does absolutely nothing. In our case, it's proven to be very effective. So I'm gonna go over there. Hi, my mama. You pretty girl. You pretty girl. Hi, mama. You're so pretty. That's my pretty girl. Hi, mama. Hi, mama. You look so cute. Yeah, that mama looks so cute. Hi. What you laughing at? Are you gonna crawl or no? We gotta teach you how to be independent.
Plug my mask. I'm looking at your face. Let me go plug my mask.
Oh my goodness, that TT baby. Oh my God, this is TT's baby. Yes, it's TT's baby. Yes, it is.
Staring at the camera.
I love you. We have left my mom's house. I am on the way home. And yeah, I had such a good little visit with my mom and Joy Joy. That was really a good time. I enjoyed it. She's just getting so big, and it's just such an honor to be her aunt. And I love just watching her go through all of these little stages. Like, oh, my heart just aches for her. Not my ovaries though. I don't care how cute a baby is. It ain't gonna make me want to have another baby. But hey guys, I'm back, and this is what I got from both Ulta and Sephora. We're gonna do a little bit of a haul. So going to that Sephora is so stressful because they never have anything. They're always out of stock, and I absolutely hate it. So first things that I got from Sephora was the Ordinary's Niacinamide. Y'all know I love to keep this on deck. They only had one, and I bought the one that they had. The next thing I got is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is in the color dark brown. This is my favorite, my all-time favorite eyebrow pencil. And then of course I re-upped on the House Labs, my ultimate, like, this is probably my favorite concealer, dare I say, of all time. Dare I say of all time. I just like everything House Lab. Their foundation is chef's kiss. I absolutely love it. Stunning. And this is what I got. I got this in the color 40. Girl, I got this in the wrong color. Why did I think I picked up 42? Girl, I picked this up in the wrong color. But we still gonna use it. Cause what? Oh my God. What if I got it in the wrong color? Damn, what if this don't even look right? How did I do that? I feel like it'll work. Hold on, y'all. I feel like it'll work. No, it's like, oh man, let me see. Oh no. I'll try it. If it doesn't, I'll take it back. Damn. Anyway, but I love this concealer either or, okay? Normally I'll get it in number 42. And I've gotten it in 42. 40 works for me as well. I'm darker because I've been, been a couple places this summer. We had a good summer, And then this is brand new for me. I've never, ever used this. This is by Glossier. It's a lip liner, and this is in the color Nip. And this, remember I told you guys that I am looking for a brown pencil that is not super cool tone. That's not as easy to find as one would think, okay? MAC doesn't have one. Fenty doesn't have one. It's almost like as if they think everybody wants a cool toned lip liner, and in fact we all don't, okay? Like, and I don't, okay? So this one is probably the closest thing I can find. So this is giving a little bit more warm tone, and I'm gonna swatch it for you so you can see. Do y'all see that? It's more warm than it is cool. And then from Ulta, of course, you guys know I got my glycolic acid. I got 2. I need this for everywhere, you guys. I try to get at least 2 at a time because I use this from head to toe, like literally swipe it at the bottoms of my feet. So I ended up getting 2. I also picked up a couple of brushes. One is the Morphe M132 concealer brush. The packaging was super cute. You know how I feel about packaging, girl. Y'all know how, but I like Morphe brushes, so I really do trust Morphe brushes. But I thought not only were they pretty, but this is what I'm kind of looking for when it comes to like a concealer brush that I can just get all up in there, you know, and tap this out, because I've been a brush girl lately when it comes to all makeup, and I really want to do some more beauty stuff. I'm really excited about the brushes. And then the next brush that I got was the Morphe M241, and this is like for bronzing. I have a bronzing brush that broke, so I just needed to replace it. And this is what it looks like. Super cute. I just love just how soft it is. Just look at the bristles, and I feel like I should be able to get a nice, you know, like blended out bronze. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's just so pretty. Just look how pretty it is. I just feel like it's just so plain and like to the point. I love it. I might actually get a few more, and they were pretty affordable. I think the concealer brush was $10 and this might have been $14. I actually feel like I want to get a set. We'll see how these work out for me, and maybe I'll just get a set. I don't know, but I like them so far. I'm really excited about it. What I need to do is I need to put like a little vanity table in my bedroom, because I keep forgetting, y'all. I'm single. I don't have no man, and I don't have to really cater to them. You know what I mean? And the last thing that I got was this CeraVe hydrating foaming oil cleanser. Now this is for very, very dry skin, but for real, I got this for the purposes of just using it as my first wash when I'm taking off my makeup. Like, I'm gonna actually do that today, right now, because while I'm editing, I don't want to have any of this eye makeup up on that I have on. I just want to sit in front of the computer and edit my life away. So we're gonna try this. That is it. How much did I spend? At Ulta, I spent $73, and at Sephora, I spent $82. But I got a little bit of stuff. I got stuff that I needed. I do need to get, or I want to get, like a desk or whatever that I want to put in front of my window, in front of one of my windows in my bedroom, that I can sit and do like some beauty content or whatever. We'll see how that goes. I need some place that I can do that. I don't know. I'm not sure where I can do that. I need a place. I could either do that, or I can find a way to do that in my office, but we'll see. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna take my makeup off. I'm gonna get comfortable. BRB. Okay, so I'm back upstairs. Oh, let's do a little blot test. I feel like generally I would be a lot more oily than this. And I feel like although I look like I'm glowing, it's not as bad as it could look for me to have not blotted since I was out. So let's just see how much oil pushed through in the past like 5 hours. Not much at all. That's just more so makeup than that is like a whole bunch of oil. It's not much. It's not much. I feel like this is a decent, you know, product to get you farther along in the day that you would without it. So yeah, I feel like it's a decent product. That definitely helped some of the oil that was pushing through. But I know me and my skin is extremely oily. That would have been oilier. Just in case y'all wanted to know like how that performed. I've had it on for hours. I don't know. It's something about this formula. It doesn't give oil to me, and maybe I just misunderstood it. It says foaming oil. I mean, we'll see. Let's see if it's different than my normal cleanse. BRB. I mean, I still had to do my double cleanse like normal, but my skin feels like butter. I ain't gonna lie. My skin feels really, really good. Like, if I'm ever breaking out, I'm always resorting to the same like skincare routine that gets everything like back in track. Like, I don't have to use glycolic acid on my face every day, but I do like to use it several times per week. The only thing is it does make me produce more oil for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. It just does. It will help some breakouts go, because I have breakouts all here. Like, my cycle also is like here. It's on its way out, so I wasn't sure if it was hormonal, but to be quite honest, I think it's alcohol and sugar. So that's that on that. But this is how we get rid of it. We do the ordinary glycolic, and then we'll go in with our magic molecule after I spray that, and I'll let that air dry just to help with the inflammation. I swear by this, I swear by this, I swear by this. I'm gonna let this air dry. I definitely almost had a nervous breakdown today on camera. Your girl just be going through stuff, but don't we all? We're all going through stuff, you know, and I am always just so proud of myself for just picking up and moving on and just letting things go. You know what I mean? I think that when I am taking that moment to recharge, it's just because my energy is just like depleted, and I just need a moment to get back to me. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. My skin feels really good. I'm not gonna lie. This is the breakout that I am currently fighting for my life, okay? So we're just gonna do just some mild skincare while I edit. I just didn't wanna sit with that skin tint and bronzer and everything on, because I know I'm about to be in front of that laptop for hours. Then we're gonna use our Tatcha eye cream. I love this stuff, and a little goes a long way, because I still have quite a decent amount. I just really just tap my finger in there and then go up under my eye. I really, really, really love this, and I highly recommend it. And after using this for, I'll say well over a month, I highly recommend. This is probably one of my favorites that I've had. Something about the formula, I like how just creamy it is. I like how a little goes a long way, and I feel like it's doing its thing. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it's just very moisturized underneath of my eyes. That's all I can say. But I love this stuff. It's pricey, but this is part of one of my like investments, if that makes sense, when it comes to like me and like skincare. There's just some things I'm gonna invest in, and I'm definitely gonna invest in skincare. It's probably gonna get the majority of my money every single time, especially if it's good, and I would repurchase this. Okay, and then to moisturize, again, another one of my absolute favorites. It's the Tatcha water cream, and I just like it. It doesn't break me out. It's non-comedogenic, and it's just really lightweight, and one of my absolute favorites. And like I said, when it comes to skincare, I invest. I invest. So that's what we're gonna do for the face. And look, it's just like, you see it, right? Like it's just, it's like water. It's so good. It's so good. All right, so we'll get this skin back in order, get this hyperpigmentation gone. That's gonna be my goal over the next couple weeks. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna wash my brushes so that way I can make moves for what I'm trying to accomplish in my life, for what I'm trying to do in my career, in my dream job. So I gotta make moves and I gotta make things happen. I used to have a desk, but I gave it to my mom. But I think I'm going to just go ahead and repurchase this desk from IKEA. Well, I'm not even gonna get a desk. I think I'm just gonna get a vanity, the mom vanity. And I think I'm just gonna put it either in front of my window over there because I get a nice amount of light. Okay, so I'm thinking about putting it in front of this window right here. And then that way I can kind of just like do stuff with the sun coming through. Like this is perfect. This will be the perfect time to do like some makeup. So yeah, the only problem is there's like a mirror behind, but I think if I use my ZVE 10 with my 15mm lens close up, yeah, if I probably use that, it'll really blur out the background and you won't be able to see at all. We'll see. Anyway, those are just some of the things that I'm planning on doing. But yeah, I got so much work to do, you guys. I am going to get started on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I really love you guys. I truly appreciate you guys. You guys mean the absolute world to me. If you just so happen to stumble across this vlog, hey girl, hey. I hope you consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and hitting the bell notification so that way you're alerted every single time I upload a new video. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.
I might just call and catch a play. I might just come see you today. You wait, I'm stuck up in my